All I'm gonna say, and correct me if I'm wrong, but did y'all hear Erica Kirk's speech, Charlie Kirk's wife? To me, it didn't sound like a wife grieving, but more sounded like she was delivering a message.
Have no idea what they have done. They killed Charlie because he preached a message of patriotism, faith, and of God's merciful love. But they should all know this. If you thought that my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea.
She mentioned in her statement, they. Who the hell is they? From all the information that the FBI released, it was only one person. And his family and a family friend turned his ass in for that $100,000 reward. We know what happened. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but this speech sounded like it was directed to his following, his movement. It didn't sound like a wife grieving or addressing the nation. It didn't matter if you liked the guy or if you didn't. There's something hidden in this message, and only his followers or the movement will know.
Welcome on another episode, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're joining for the very first time, thank you as well for being here today. Charlie Kirk's wife's speech following the death of Charlie Kirk has been going viral because of her composure, because of some of the words and some of the pronouns that she was using, and because of the way this message even came across and the timing, I guess. I have never seen someone address the public following the death of their husband as fast as that. Instead of it to be like an heartfelt message, a grieving statement following the tragic death of her husband, our speech came across to many as something very different. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I won't be able to add it all, but you guys are going to be seeing a snippet of it. To so many people, they said this speech is coming like a warning or even a threat at this point. And it is directed at a very clear day, because in her statement, she had said that they would not be able to silence him. Like, who are the they in specific? Because the details of Charlie Kirk's death has been made public, and the person responsible is white as a white person can be. He's not a black man, not an immigrant, and not any other person that the governor of Utah thought he was going to be after fasting for 36 hours. He was a white man, and that itself is disrupting the narrative that some people were hoping to run with. People have been reacting and saying a lot of things regarding the wife's speech. I want you guys to see some parts of the speech and some parts that people are pointing out. Let's get into it, then we will come back and talk about it.
I'm sorry. Charlie Kirk's wife is terrifying. What the And first things first, what she said about her daughter was very sad. Anyone should find that sad. Her kids having to deal with that, the way all this went down is messed up. But also all your Charlie Kirk becoming a martyr concerns, all your retaliation concerns, all your this like emboldening the conservative Republican Party. She said, "You right, you ain't never lied. We about to turn up in this bitch." It was just scary. And it was also scary that a lot of what she was saying was, I want to say intimidation, but really she was just like, his legacy will live on through me, his kids. Like, she's going to do that. I'm just going to say the women that have stood behind men that do terrible things historically in America, and yes, I'm including slave history, can be especially terrible. The wives of slave owners, the wives of some of the most terrible men that you've heard about can be especially terrible. So her looking into the camera like that and saying that she wants to uphold his legacy is a lot. It's a lot.
This whole Charlie Kirk's wife speech situation is so confusing to me. Because, first of all, the comments. Something has awoken in her. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She's got soldiers. We're ready. What the fuck are y'all about to do? And who y'all gonna do it to? Are y'all confused? I feel like they're confused. And they're gonna find a way to make it about it. Who is she talking to? And I'm sorry maybe I shouldn't be laughing. Fuck that. Anyway.
Did y'all hear Erica Kirk's statement? Charlie Kirk's wife? It got the internet talking right now. She didn't really sound like a widow that's grieving. This shit came off as like a rally speech. He said they won't silence him. But hold up. Who is they? The news and everybody else reported on one shooter. So why does it sound like she's talking about something bigger? Now, I'm not saying it's a psyop. I don't know. All I'm saying is people online is pointing out some crazy shit like how fast they did the funeral or how fast this statement came out. They also said the tone felt aimed at the movement instead of the family. And that's why people asking these questions. Was this raw emotion or was this a crafted message? Was she speaking as Charlie's wife or was she speaking as a leader in the movement he built? I'm not making no claims. I'm just pointing out what people are noticing. And I'm not gonna lie, it's making me raise my eyebrows like The Rock. So what do y'all think down below in the comments about her speech, about everything, about the funeral, everything? Go listen to it if you haven't listened to it, and then come back and let me know. Do y'all think it's something bigger going on? I need the thoughts down below.
Say nobody gonna say it, I might as well say it. Did y'all hear Erica Kirk's statement, Charlie Kirk's wife? The internet is going crazy right now about this. People are saying it didn't sound like a grieving widow. People are saying it actually sounded like a speech. I don't know if I'm the only one, but who is they? Erica Kirk said they won't silence him. I mean, did we not get all the same details as everybody else? Every single report says only one shooter. Internet is going crazy right now trying to figure out who is she calling out. She calling out something bigger than we all know. Internet is calling out a lot of things, saying that she didn't sound broken. She didn't sound emotional. The message that she sent out didn't sound like it was geared towards a family. It sounded like it was geared towards a movement. These are the questions that the internet's asking. Like, why did the funeral happen so fast? Why did the statement come out instantly? Why did her tone sound more like a rally speech? A widow that was grieving. I'm not saying it's anything more than what was put out. The internet's saying that they feel like it's been crafted. Like that was a crafted message, not something like spontaneous. What the internet is saying right now is crazy. Everybody wants to know, was she speaking as Charlie's wife or a leader of some movement that we don't understand? All I'm saying is when things feel off, everybody gonna start asking questions. And you can watch the clip for yourself. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about it. And if nobody told you, remember Kimo told you. Stay motivated. Keep your eyes open because everything ain't what it seems.
Okay, so the widow has spoken. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
In a world filled with chaos, doubt, and uncertainty, my husband's voice will remain, and it will ring out louder and more clearly than ever, and his wisdom will endure. My favorite too, but my husband's favorite word in the English language was earn. He would call all of you to be people of action who earn the future America deserves. So to all of the young people who felt inspired by my husband's faith and hard work, all of you already know what Charlie would want you to do.
What the
You
fuck?
know. You know. If you're in high school or if you're in college, go find your local Turning Point USA chapter. Join it. Stay involved.
When tragedy strikes, especially situations like this, people process grief differently. Some people cry, some people go silent. You will see some people actually lashing out. But Charlie Kirk's wife took to the microphone a few hours after the death of her husband and started what many are now calling a political monologue rather than a mourning tribute. Because in her statement, she said they cannot silence him and that the whole world will know what you guys did. Who are the they? Who are the you guys? Because according to, the back and forth that has been going on the media, a lot of people have been blamed. And I'm sure you guys can guess right the demographic of people who have been blamed for the death of this man, even after it has been reported the person responsible for his unaliving is a white man. That kind of language, I believe it hits differently when the day is not defined. And especially when the fact shows that the person who pulls the trigger wasn't part of any marginalized group or a left-wing plot. But in today's, political climate, we know how fast that people assign blame, especially when it fits a preferred agenda. So when she says they, it is hard for a lot of people to not hear the dog whistle in that. And the words that have been used historically to rile up the base, to suggest some big conspiracy, and yes, to shift the blame onto communities that's got nothing to do with the situation. People online are quick to, point out the danger in this and saying that if you are going to speak publicly in a moment of national attention, and especially during a moment where emotions are very much high, your words carries weight. Because words like, you don't just echo, they mobilize. I feel like I saw an headline that a black student was saying hanging from a tree, and they said that there is no foul play, and people have actually been reporting to that. Because if you follow my last video, about 7 to 8 HBCUs as at the last time that I reported had to go on lockdown because they have been receiving threats, and people are asking, what exactly did black people do? It has been made a public knowledge that the person responsible, the person who pulled the trigger, is a white man. A lot of people believe that so many statements that has been coming out after the death of this man is literally just trying to put an entire blame on a group or demographic of people that has got nothing to do with what happened to Charlie Kirk. Because at this point, the truth is already out and it wasn't there. Like, it wasn't there. It wasn't who some folks wanted it to be. It was one man, a white man at that. And if fact matters in situations like this, they need to start from there. I see some comments of other people as well, talking about how she is very strong, like not a lot of people can be that strong. Some people are even bringing a degree into it. A lot of people saw her and said she's not mourning as well. To be honest, I feel like just watching the entire thing is weird because you've seen people grieve loss, and yeah, as much as you cannot tell people how to grieve, but getting to address an entire public just few hours after that is what a lot of people are not expecting. Because I saw a lot of comments of people saying, that fast? Like, she's already addressing that fast? Like, really? That very fast? Let me hear what you guys think about her speech. If you are able to watch the entire speech, because I can have it here, I was just able to have the part that people are clipping and some point that was made that has been going viral. If you have been able to watch the entire clip, what did you think about our message? Do you think it was too fast? Because people are saying that was too fast. You need to be grieving your husband. You do not even need to be addressing the public right now. Like, you need to be grieving your husband. Like, and some people are saying that our speech was sounding as if Charlie Kirk was still alive. Let me hear what you guys think about all of this in the comment section. I am going to see you guys in the next one.